everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
This is a story about my mom moving in a haunted house. I can't make this up. This is a story that I would never forget. Like, as I'm thinking about it, I see it. I was about 17 years old. My mom moved in her house when I was 17. 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. Nice home. We are excited to be there. On this particular day, she just moved in. So how my family is, when you just move in a home, everybody wants to come over because everybody wants to see the house. So everybody come over, so everybody can see the house or whatever. So my mom was like, well, let's just have a barbecue. Let's just have a cookout. So everybody like, bet, we're going to bring food. Everybody going to bring something. We're going to have a whole barbecue. I'm excited. My mom in the kitchen cooking. It's 10 of us, so me and all my sisters and brothers was there. Aunts, uncles, cousins, big party. Y'all know how we get down, okay? If you know, you know. We set up the backyard. We got the grill going. Everybody starts to coming in and bringing gifts, bringing food, bringing bottles, all that good stuff. Is about to be a party. At this time, it's probably 8. Everybody probably got over there around 6. So everybody about almost feeling it. You know what I mean? Everybody started drinking already, line dancing, having a good time. At this moment, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever. So I let my mom know I'm going to the bathroom or whatever. She's like, girl, go ahead. You ain't gotta tell me you gotta go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom or whatever. So me and my cousin is this close. And I don't know. I was just like, you don't want me to the bathroom? She was like, girl, I'm not walking you to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Because it's a new house. Y'all know how sometimes, in new houses, you be like, All right. I walk up. I go in the house. I walk up the steps. But as I'm walking up the steps, it got weird. I felt this weird presence. But I knew everybody was in the backyard. I never felt that before. It was just weird. I get up the top step. So I'm walking up the step. Mind you, I'm looking around because I'm already scared because it's a new house or whatever. I get up to the top step. I look around. So how the upstairs is made, you got the front room. I'm pointing behind me. So that's the front room. You got the middle room. You got the bathroom. And you got the back room. The top step in the bathroom is right here. So I didn't have to walk far. When I got to the top steps, something said, look to your right. Oh, I'm up the step. It said, look behind you. Something said, just look. Because I felt a presence looking at me. I turn around like this. And y'all, little behold, somebody was looking directly at me. We locked eyes. Locked eyes. I locked eyes with this lady that was sitting on the edge of my mother's bed with a long white dress on. Curls in her hair. I can see her as I'm talking about it. I can see her right now because that's how clear I seen this lady. Tight curls, black lady, sat on the side of the bed. You know how when somebody sit down, they dent the bed a little bit? That's how I seen her. That's how good I seen her. She dented the bed a little bit. When I say I screamed and ran down them steps so fast, I could have fell and broke my neck. Keep that in mind. I could have fell and broke my neck. I run to the backyard to get my family. When they see my face, they like, girl, what's wrong? What's going on? And I'm like, somebody is upstairs. I don't know who it is, but somebody's in mommy's room. I need y'all to go up there and figure out who this person is that's in mommy's house. Because when I say I knew she was a ghost or a spirit, but she is, I seen her so clear. I seen her really, really clear. Everybody started running upstairs. Everybody running upstairs. So everybody's like, where at? Go in mommy's room. Mind you, I'm standing on the top of the step because I'm not going in that room. Like, I already encountered her looking at me. I looked at her. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I'm not going in that room. So they in the room. They looking under the bed. They looking in the closets. They ripping sheets off the bed, blankets off the bed, all that stuff, y'all. When I say they searching, they searching. They searching around the room. They didn't see anything. They said, are you sure you seen something? I am positive. I'm not the one drinking. Y'all drinking. I'm positive. My mom like, all right, girl, well, if it was somebody there, then somebody will come back or whatever. My mom is the type of person that she's not a scary person. She's not a person that, oh my God, you seen a spirit? Oh my God, I'm scared. No, she wants to encounter it. That's how my mom was. She was like, well, it's probably a nice person. We're not going to worry about it. We all go in the back in the backyard. Everybody continue to party. Now it's around probably 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. Now, when my family get together, they party all night long till probably 3 in the morning. Like, we don't know how to go home. Okay, everybody's back there. I'm so paranoid. I keep looking at the house, y'all. I keep looking at the house because I'm like, this lady is in there. Like, I seen her and she's in this house. Little behold, I look upstairs, the back room. I look upstairs and the back room light was on. But when I looked upstairs, the back room light was off. The lights started flickering, like she was taking a switch, going on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Now I'm like, look upstairs. Everybody look upstairs. Everybody seen the lights go on and off, on and off, on and off. Now everybody dart back in the house, run up the step. Now they in the back room. Yo, what is that, or whatever. So now everybody like, okay, mom, yeah. It's definitely some type of spirit in this house trying to tell us something. When I say I was so scared, like the fun part left me. I don't want to party no more. I don't want to be in this house no more. I'm scared. So my mom was like, all right, well, what we have to probably do is like pray over the house. Because they do say when you move in a new house, you're supposed to pray over it because you don't know what happened before you got there. So my mom started praying in the house. My aunts and them praying. We doing a lot. They doing a lot or whatever because it's definitely a spirit in the house. Everybody start to go home, and now everybody laughing and kikiing about it, thinking, oh, well, you got a ghost in the house. And me and my cousins are sitting there like, that's not funny. Like, this is some scary shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're scared. So my cousin supposed to have spent a night with me that night. She was like, I'm going home. And I looked at her like, girl, I'm trying to go home with you. All right, so everybody went home. We clean up. Everything is fine. At this time, it's probably around 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. My mom said, I'm going to bed or whatever. And I was like, you going to sleep in that room? She was like, yes, I am. I'm going to bed. So her and her friend go upstairs, go to bed. Me and my brothers and sisters are downstairs. Like, mind you, we're shook. Like, we're scared out of our mind. We down there talking about it, and I'm like, I'm not going to sleep. I'm trying to stay up, but I'm so tired. My eyes cannot stay open. I end up falling asleep. All of a sudden, this whole boom, and it wakes me up. And I'm like, wake up to my sisters and them. I'm like, what was that? I hear my mom upstairs like scream, like what the, like making noise, like what the hell is going on, blah, blah, blah. So we go upstairs, and little behold, my mom is on the floor. Her and her friend is on the floor. The bed is flipped over. The lady flipped the bed over, flipped my mom out the bed. Now we like, hold on, like this is getting out of hand. We just moved in. So my mom's like, yeah, this is an angry spirit or whatever. So it got so bad, y'all, she couldn't sleep in this room because it was a dark, deep feeling that kept coming over my mom. So my mom wound up taking her mattress and taking the mattress downstairs into the living room. We're all sleeping downstairs in the living room because we're all nervous now. While we're all sleeping downstairs, it's like this lady couldn't stop. I forgot to tell y'all, when we moved in, it was this cat that was there. And my mom loved cats. It was a cat living in the house before we even moved in. But my mom is like, she loved animals. So she kept the cat. And she was like, I'm not going to, throw the cat out. I'm going to let the cat stay with us. We're okay with it because my mom's the type that pick up strays. Like, she'll pick up a stray and that's her animal. And we was used to it. But the cat was weird. The cat never left the bottom of that step. The cat slept on the bottom of the step. And then it got a little angry when you walked past her at the bottom, from the bottom of this, like going upstairs. She got angry when we passed that bottom of the step and we didn't know why. Mind you, the bottom of the step has like a broken, it must have broke, so it's a board at the bottom of the step because it was missing a piece. So I guess that's the way they fixed it. They put a board up and she stayed in that area. And I'm looking like, that was weird. So the cat started getting really like real angry with us or whatever. And my mom was like, something wrong with this cat, because she had hiss at us. Like, when a cat is so angry they show their teeth and they hiss at us. That's how she was. And the crazy part is it was a black cat. No lie. My mom said we're going to get rid of the cat because it was a mean ass cat. So she didn't want it. So my mom threw the cat out. My mom threw the cat out. Mind you, the cat never left the house. She threw it out. My stepdad even drove this cat somewhere, dropped it off. The cat came back to the house. Now, they do say when animals know where they live, they usually come back. But that cat came back quick. Took no time. The cat stayed outside the house the whole time. The whole time we're there, the cat was still there. All right. Mind you, the bed is still in the living room and we're all still sleeping downstairs because, like I said, we're still scared. This one particular night, we're all asleep downstairs and it happens again. My mom's bed gets flipped over again. While my mom's bed gets flipped over, the lights in the house, not just the upstairs light in the backyard that I told y'all in part 1, all the lights in the house start flickering on and off. It was like this spirit was telling us to get the fuck out my house, like leave. So now my mom is like, I have to know the backstory on this house. Like, it's definitely haunted and this lady is trying to get us out her house. We can't even sleep. It was so bad, y'all, we could not sleep. My mom started asking the neighbors about the house or whatever, like, did y'all hear anything about the house? And one neighbor was like, well, I know some lady used to live there or whatever, but we don't know. I don't know what happened to her, but we know a lady used to live there. And when she said a lady used to live there, if y'all remember part 1, the story I told y'all, that was the lady that was living there. So now we got to find out what happened to her because she's angry. Mind you, she's been living there for years, they said. Years. But like they said, they don't know what happened. So now we like, okay, we have to investigate because it got to the point my mom was like, we're going to have to move because y'all, when I say we came downstairs one day and the whole kitchen was rearranged, not rearranged, but the cabinets was open. Every last cabinet in that kitchen was open. So we couldn't get comfortable in the house. This lady was not letting us get comfortable in this house. Like when we go to sleep, we would hear different things. Now, I didn't hear her opening up the cabinets. My mom didn't either. I guess we was hard sleeping, like my sisters and brothers too. But mind you, the bed ain't come upstairs though. My mom was on the floor upstairs because she was tired of sleeping downstairs in the living room. So she wound up going upstairs and just sleeping on the floor. And like I said, we went down, seen all the cabinets open. We proceeding to close all the cabinets. Now my mom is like, I have to talk to somebody about moving because this lady is not rested. And she's not going to be rested until we get out. The cat never left. The creepy sounds in the house was definitely scary. I kept staying over my cousin's house because I was so scared. Like, I didn't want to I didn't even want to eat in this house no more. I was so scared. So my mom was talking to another neighbor. So the neighbor was like, oh yeah, the lady that lived there had died. So my mom was like, oh, how? Like, what happened? So the neighbor proceeds to tell us the story on how the lady passed away. So the neighbor was like, yeah, she passed away in a house. Tragically, not like in her sleep or anything. They said the lady wound up falling down the steps and breaking her neck. Do y'all remember the story? In the first story I was telling y'all, I felt like I was about to fall and break my neck, run down the steps. Yeah. The lady wound up falling downstairs and she broke her neck and died in the house at the bottom of the step where that cat was not leaving that spot. Like I told y'all in part 1 about the cat staying on that bottom step and not leaving. When she fell down the steps, she wound up breaking a piece out of the bottom of the step. That's why that board was there. They boarded it up, so so they can sell the house or whatever. So she died tragically, but her spirit never left the house. So the lady was telling us that my mom was the first person to move in after the lady passed away. The house was not occupied since she died. So we was the first people to come into this house. They did say she was a sweet lady. They said the lady was really, really nice, never bothered nobody. She'd have people come to her house, not that many, but people come to her house sometimes, and she'll run to the store and stuff like that. Like, she was a person that got around and was, running her errands and doing her thing. A normal person life, like normal life. So when she died in the house, they said, yeah. So my mom was like, okay, because it is a cat, a cat that's not they was like, yes, that's her cat. That cat never left that house. They said when they redone the house, they couldn't get the cat out the house. The cat never left the bottom of the step. She didn't ever want to leave. So now we feeling like, dang, like we did throw the cat out. So my mom was like, well, we're moving. So when I move, I'll bring the cat back in the house, because the cat know that's the last place that he's seen his owner is at the bottom of the step. Mind you, we only lived in this house for about 3 months. We didn't live in this house that long. So for us to have to pick up and move again was a lot. And the neighbor was telling us that the lady died tragically. They don't know how she fell down a step, but they know she fell down a step and broke her neck. And of course, it was a hard fall if you break in the bottom of the step. When I heard this story, it was a sad story. So now I'm like, dang, that's it's really sad that she's not at peace. That her spirit is still lingering on in this house, and she don't want nobody there. So we was telling my family about it, and my mom just started searching for a new house. Mind you, we never had a chance to fix up our rooms because she wasn't allowing it. My mom never had a chance to put her bed back in the front room because she was not allowing it. My mom barely could sleep in the front room because I guess that was her room. Mind you, in part 1, I was telling y'all that's where I see her at, in the front room. So by that being her room, she's like, I don't want nobody in it. So my mom talked to her landlord, and he was, apologetic. And he was like, at first he didn't believe it. He thought she just wanted to get out of her lease or whatever. But she was like, I like the house. I love the house. I don't want to leave, but I can't stay here. This lady is not at rest, so I have to move on. So he finally let us out the lease. We did find a house or whatever. We wound up packing up to move out. But the night before we packed up, she started flickering the lights on and off again. The TV upstairs came on in her room. It was like, that's the last straw. I was so happy we was about to move, y'all. Till this day, me telling this story, I can see it still visually. I believe in spirits now because after that, I ain't.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to everybody who watch me on Facebook and Twitch, man. Yo, man, I was getting a little bit. I don't do scary stuff. Like, I don't even watch scary movies. It's only thing to watch right now. Like, only new movies out is scary movies, and I'm just like, I guess I ain't going to the movies. I ain't finna watch that. I don't like to have my heart beating. Like, if y'all don't hear this little, like, it's a little, like, it's a loud noise that was coming in during the video, and it's in my earphones, and I'm like, bruh, it was scaring me because it was like a real, like a screech noise. And then her scream would like fizz, like a do like airwave type visual, and I was like, oh my god, this scary stuff. So I don't do scary stuff, man. Yeah, she got me with that, boy. But yeah, them spirits, man, they be lingering. I don't think I think one time we knew about a spirit back when I was younger. Um, but I don't know if that was just the the kids next door or if it was a spirit, because some nights, like, it was a house in the middle of a yard, a random house. But the electric was on. But when we grew up later on, when we started hanging with my neighbors, we knew it was my neighbor's yard. And like, we would, when we was younger, when I was like real little, my cousin used to take us over there and we'll go in the house. And then my cousin also used to, like, I remember my cousin getting into a fight with them, and they was like, get off our yard. And my cousin getting into a fight with them in the yard. And my cousin had took a chain from inside the house. And when he was confronted with him, he was like fighting him off with the chain. And we like got back to the house. But then, come to find out, it was their house and we was on their property. But that house, we used to think it was a witch lived in the house, because some nights the light would be on, some nights the light would be off. Like, when we go in that house, it was just full of junk. So we didn't know what the hell was going on in the house. But apparently at some point in time, somebody did live in that house at one point in time. But at this point, when we was kids, nobody lived there. But in the middle of the night, we'll be out, because we lived in a city, but it was still the countryside. So you could see your neighbor's lights. You go in your backyard. Our yard, we had like 3 acres, so we'll be in the backyard doing some bullshit, and then you look over in the middle of the field next door, and you see that house over there, and you be like, damn, the lights is on over there. And you be looking to see if somebody walking through, and you really can't see nobody walking through the house. So you be like, man, why the lights on? Then the next night the lights is off, and you like, what the hell? So that used to creep us out as kids, but that was probably just the neighbors' kids going in and out the house, because the electricity still worked in the house. Come to find out, like, as I got older, I realized the electricity still worked in the house. So we used to be nervous for nothing. But yeah, I don't do haunted houses either. I don't do none of that.